Hello again and welcome to another weekly news update with TFB's Micro Minute. I'm Russell Dolag repping Unity Yap in the FSM. Here's this week's top stories. Majuro in the Marshall Islands has been seeing a rise in the mosquito-born illness called Chikungunya. According to the Ministry of Health, there's been over 15 suspected cases and a dozen of confirmed cases. The illness produces flu-like symptoms, including joint pain, fever, head and muscle aches. It can also cause joint swelling and skin rashes. The government is also looking into mosquito control to curb the infection. The U.S. Embassy in Majuro will be informing the U.S. Centers of Disease Control of any developments. Majuro has warded off an outbreak of mosquito-borne dengue fever in the past. According to the CDC website, there are no vaccines for the Chikungunya virus. Prevention is key, and that means avoiding mosquito bites. For more info about prevention, symptoms, and treatment, check out the links in the description below. Hospital officials in Majuro have advised for people with symptoms to seek immediate medical attention. In the FSM, the government has appealed to U.S. President Barack Obama to declare a state of emergency on the country. This is to open up federal resources to the FSM under the compact agreement with the U.S. This comes after the U.S. Federal Emergency Management Authorities and USAID's damage assessment validated local authorities' assessments. Director of Emergency Management Office Andrew Yatilman said, "It's good news for the FSM if the U.S. President declares a state of disaster, because this would mean that we would have additional resources which are beyond our means to be able to respond to the disaster." Relief efforts from all over the world have been met with many donations for the people of Chuuk, Ulithi, and Fais. Food, clothing, and building supplies have already reached the islands. In Chuuk, however, there has been word of noticeable shortages of relief items such as rice and other food staples. Last week, a couple in Guam was denied a marriage license by the Department of Public Health and Social Services. Loretta M. Pangilinan and Kathleen M. Aguero have since filed a federal lawsuit against the governor and the department. Guam's Attorney General Elizabeth Barrett Anderson directed officials to process same-sex marriage applications, as this falls in line with a Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals decision. Despite this, Acting Director Leo Castle said the department will not be accepting application until further notice. Governor Eddie Calvo's office said in a statement that the legislature can take action or residents can hold a referendum to decide on same-sex marriage in Guam. Finally, April 18 to 24 is Piailug week in Honolulu. This year there will be a celebration of the Master Navigator in front of his mural on Cook Street in conjunction with the night market from 6 to 11 p.m. The canoe Ellen Oreri, built by Micronesian Hawaiian communities and mentored by Mausan Placito, will also be on hand at the event. What's your thoughts on this week's stories? How quickly will the marshals defeat Chikungunya? Will you be helping with relief efforts in Chuuk and Yap? And what are your thoughts on same-sex marriage in Guam? This week's shout-out goes to the men and women of emergency management offices in the FSM who have been working hard assessing the damage by MASAC and distributing relief items to people who need it. That's all from me this week. Don't forget to like the Fourth Branch on Facebook and share and comment on this video. For more of the Micro Minute, click here. For more of TFB's videos, click here. And if you want just plain old audio versions of our Micro Minute, check out our podcast on SoundCloud. They use less bandwidth and are easy to digest on the go. Link to them below. For TFB's Micro Minute, I'm Russell Dolag, and I'll catch you guys next week.